Well, Grant Cardone is back on the pipe, both pipes, really. So many of you guys know Grant Cardone as the guru of real estate, the 10X guy who's 10X and everything, who has $1 billion of supposed real estate holdings. He was now living in Dallas or was it Houston, Texas, one of those two. But anyway, the history of Grant Cardone is actually one that is a little bit more interesting. I mean, he was an addict for 9 years where he grew up, a single mom, grew up in Louisiana, but the mom ran a business, so they had a little money. They were doing all right, but he fell in with the wrong crowd and repeats that he was smoking crack and running with the wrong crowd. His drug of choice actually was speedballs. For those of you who don't know, that's a pretty intense combo. It's H and crystal mixed together, and then you smack it directly intravenously. He recounts stories of overdosing at a friend's house where they had to call the ambulance and Narcan him to bring him back. It's pretty graphic stuff, and he's brave to share these things, right? Anyhow, he says that, he always used to go to his mother who used to give him money for drugs, and that was kind of one of the reasons that it kept going on for so long for these 9 years until finally the mom started saying no, gave him that tough love. And that's, he says, was a turning point. So anyway, the next day she walked him into a rehab, $2,000 a night, and he was able to get clean. Now that's one of the things that bothers me a little about the whole story is this thing of like him, oh, well, he plays up the single mom thing. Oh, she was a single mom, but they were well off. They were in business for a long time. Or how they could afford $2,000 a night rehabs. Anyway, the thing is that he goes into this stuff and says that literally when he was on drugs back in the streets of Louisiana, like he was doing some things other than drugs, like, getting on knees. So he had some homosexual experiences. And nothing wrong with that. I get it, but that crack could get you whack. I get it. So literally he fell off the wagon recently and he's back on both pipes apparently. In a recent interview, he was talking about his addiction, talking about the stress that brought on by COVID and all these things, like the real estate market is taking a serious hit. So Mr. 10X has been 10Xing again on his speedballs. But you got to think, real estate is taking such a hit like this guy. If you have $1 billion, and when you say $1 billion in real estate holdings, what it actually means is maybe under 5% that's actually paid for. Everything else is leveraged to the hilt. Maybe less than 5% is what he actually has. So when prices go down, when people stop buying and things go down, and his mostly are more expensive properties too. So he's taking a hit. Banks are foreclosing on properties. This guy goes from $1 billion in real estate to negative 500 million in declaring bankruptcy really, really fast. So unfortunately, he's trying to rein it in. He's got a lot of, positive people around him trying to support him, tell him, hey, you can do it. But as you can see, he's not doing well. Like he looks like, he has 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot on a banana peel. I will say that Grant Cardone and his courses and stuff always felt a little scammy to me, just really hard selling, upselling. But, he started scamming and it seems like it's become a little bit more legit. Guys even friends rubbing shoulders with Dana White. Who knows? Maybe the two of them were, I don't know. But it's very sad to see how far he's come and that now he's taken a turn for the worst. You know what they say is karma. I don't want to say it's karma for Grant Cardone. Maybe it's just a reality, But if you got a clean conscience, why would you do this? He's got a family now. Watch it. Watch it. What's coming? He's going to declare bankruptcy. He's going to get a divorce. He's going to end up with nobody. He's going to end up back on the streets of Louisiana. And people, they're going to be 10X in his butt. All right. That's all I have for now. Thank you guys for watching. As always, buy red and sell green.